Hello.
Hi,
Welcome to Two Tunes Podcast.
I'm Bo,
I'm Brandon.
and this is Two Dudes Podcast.
We were just discussing In the Heights.
Because as of us recording it, it came out,
Yeah, it just came out.
2 days ago,
Yeah.
Friday.
It's so good.
It is, and you got to stay through the credits.
Apparently.
Through all of the credits, there's a post-credits scene.
Love it.
Marvel didn't train you enough.
Well, I was with people that wouldn't, and yeah, it was like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You were in the theater. I was at my house.
Yeah.
And then I was like looking.
I was grateful. Well, I always love going to the movies. It's like one of my favorite things to do. But I was grateful to see that one in the theater. Like it's
Did you see Godzilla in the theater?
no, I would have.
That one you need to see in the theater.
Yeah. No, but I just like movies like that. Like music, like seeing a show too. It's like the group experience is cool.
Mm-hmm.
People sniffling and people laughing and me getting a joke
Interacting with people?
2 seconds before everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. I won't spoil. But
Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention about that is, so the landlord, the guy who's buying up all the blocks.
oh, uh-huh.
It's what's the guy's name? Patrick or something.
The actor or
the actor.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know him?
I mean, he looked kind of familiar.
Okay, so he was the Green Goblin in Turn Off the Dark.
Oh, okay.
And then he was Hades in Hadestown.
Oh, okay.
Or he is.
Uh-huh.
If it comes back, I don't know.
Okay. I didn't know
But it's there was a meme. So there's a scene where the character's name is Pike, is talking to Nina's father. I forget all these characters' name.
Is it like Kevin or something?
It's more like a last name.
Rosario is the company.
Yeah, that's his name.
But I feel like at
So
one
it's
point, doesn't Benny call him like Kevin or something?
maybe Kevin Rosario.
Maybe.
Either way. So they're talking because he's like selling the thing. And then Benny walks in. And then there's a meme of Benny looking down at Pike. And he's like, why is he singing a song about Hey Little Songbird and building walls? Because that's in Hadestown.
Okay.
Because he sings a song about building a wall. Like, why do we build the wall? And it's like that is all about like immigration and stuff
Gotcha.
that are kind of relevant.
Well,
And
he's like the one white guy.
he's the one white guy and he's the bad guy, kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of.
well, because he represents like the gentrification and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Which it's already happened.
Yeah.
In the Heights. Go watch it, kids.
Yeah. Sorry for all the spoilers, I guess. For
So-
In the Heights. Sort of.
No, because it's like...
But like story beats
like,
and stuff if you've not seen it at all.
That's like added. Anyways.
Either way.
It's a good musical.
It's a great movie musical.
Yeah.
I contend it's the best one in my lifetime.
I know. I saw that on Instagram.
Yeah.
Your personal Instagram.
Yeah.
So what do we do here at Two Tunes Podcast?
We talk about music and musicals and minor league baseball teams and some other stuff.
So yeah, we bring two tunes to the table
Yeah.
and we talk about them.
My friend Bonnie told me about in relation to the minor league baseball team thing. So
Yeah.
she's from San Antonio. They have a team called the San Antonio, I think it's Chunkless.
I want to just say Spurs.
No,
You say chunk.
Chunkless, Chanclas. Let me
Okay.
make sure that is correct. That is correct, which means flip-flops in Spanish. But the thing is that like I guess it's something along the lines of like when you get mad at your kids or something, you like throw your flip-flops at them or something.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
that's the name of the baseball team there.
Is their mascot a flip flop?
Yeah, basically.
Is it a slide? I don't know the difference. I'm not into the
I
lingo.
believe
I have shoes.
technically a
Slip-ons.
flip-flop is a thong sandal
Okay.
because it goes
Yeah.
between the toes there.
Yeah. I know when it's called a thong sandal. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Cool.
So this week's theme,
Yeah, we do have a theme this
we
week.
do have a theme.
So we're bad at timing.
We're really bad at
We
timing.
record these ahead of time, and then we don't, and then we do. Like we're back to recording ahead of time again. So we
Yeah, 'cause
didn't
we'll
think about like
be
when things were coming out, and then we were like, oh wait, it's June, it's Pride Month. We should totally feature some people that from the LGBTQIA plus, I don't know, all the things community, and spotlight some folks. So and groups.
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm tired, man.
I'm tired.
I've been grading as of we're doing this AP Music Theory tests which is usually great because we usually go in person and hang out.
But it's you at your home.
But it's me. It's in my office at school. But yeah, still like just
Still, you're by
staring
yourself.
at a computer by myself. Yeah. Usually I have graded sight singing, which is listening to thousands of kids attempt to sing a melody they've seen for 75 seconds.
Do you think
Brutal.
that they're going to go back to in person?
For the reading?
Yeah.
It's called reading, but for the grading stuff, yes.
Yeah.
They've already said that they're going to.
Okay.
But I think they are also going to offer an at-home option because they are now scanning all of the tests all the time. That will just be a thing forever.
Okay.
So normally, it's like a booklet. Like if anybody who's ever taken an AP test or any standardized test, there's like a booklet, right? Mm-hmm. And then you write your answers in the booklet for the free response ones. And then they take those, and we are usually in Kansas City for music theory, and there are 15,000 booklets, and they get passed around from room to room to room so people can grade the different questions.
Okay.
But this year, for the first time, they scanned all the answer sheets.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, obviously, we can do it from home. But they want to do that in the future, too. So, like, we won't be passing around these booklets. We will only have scanned copies, whether we are at home or there doing it all together. Which, in a lot of ways, is nice. I'm sure it's not nice for the people who have to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But
Scanning
for
it.
us, it's way easier. There's also all these like cool. I'm doing a different question than I have done in the past. So like I said, I usually do sight singing. Mm-hmm. This year, I'm doing one of the harmonic dictation ones. So for those that don't know, they listen to a 4-part piece: soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and that also doesn't necessarily mean it's those things. It's usually like on piano, but they have to write down the soprano, which is the highest notes, the bass, which is the lowest notes, and then also from what they hear, figure out the chord progression. So I'm grading those things. Did they get the right top notes, the right bottom notes, and the right chord progression? So, yeah.
Hard stuff.
Yeah. It's cool. It's just a little mind-numbing because you're grading. Mm-hmm. I will end up grading thousands by the time I'm done. Like me personally.
Yeah. I got you. You're tired.
Yeah. But it's cool. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm tired as well. I got a kid.
Yeah. That'll do it.
I don't get to sleep in, though. Summer doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting really quiet.
Word. So who's up first?
The first up is me, and I'm going to do my friend's band.
Yay.
We Are the Union. I want to say that they are my current favorite band.
Cool.
I love them. They're great. They're great people. I'm also super jealous
of their fame and success.
I don't think they're famous, but like success, definitely. So this came out 2 weeks ago.
How do you know them?
We toured with them.
Okay.
So I didn't meet them until we toured with them. But they used some of our stuff, I think, or maybe Jay used their stuff as well. It was weird. I know they used my cab because Reed has a what is it? It's not a Kemper. Is it a Kemper? It's a Kemper.
Sure.
So Kemper is a digital guitar amplifier thing.
Okay.
I don't know what they call it, but it can be any amp you want. Mm-hmm. So it's because it's digital. Mm-hmm. Now there's the old school who's like, you got to have tubes. Got to have tubes. Everything else sucks. Mm-hmm. And like this is like, I don't want to say it's the newest, but it's like it's like one of the more popular ones.
Okay.
But there's like 3 companies that kind of like do different things. It's modeling. They're amp modelers.
Okay.
So they recreate the sound of an amplifier.
Okay.
So she had that, and it wasn't cool, in my opinion, because it looks like a toaster. It really looks like a toaster.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they need to put it into a shell that looks like that's an amplifier. Mm-hmm. That's not a toaster.
Yeah.
So she would put it behind the amplifiers, and I think my head would be on top, and it would just be like but going through my speakers, my amp cabinet.
Okay.
Anyways, that's like one of the dumb things. But we met them on tour.
Okay.
So I think our lead singer was friends, met them on tour. Anyways, we're friends.
Cool.
Kind of, sort of. I want to say we're friends.
I think if you toured together, you're friends.
Yes. That doesn't really mean that, though. Like, I can't say that I'm friends with Rise Against, but I did tour with them.
Okay.
Like, me personally.
Yeah. I think it depends on, like, the level of your band.
Okay.
Like, where were you in relation to Rise Against in the lineup?
We were openers.
Right. And how many bands between you? Like 2 more?
It depends on what day. Because it was Anti-Flag, who we are friends with.
Right.
I think they were like the headliners at that point. And then Rise Against was right below them, and then Against Me was below them, and then a band called None More Black, and then us.
Okay.
Like, reverse that. That's like the headliners were Anti-Flag. But Rise Against is way more popular, and so is Against Me than Anti-Flag, I would say. More mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream for sure.
But I think that's also because Anti-Flag kind of like pushes that political boundary a lot more than Rise Against does. Against Me pushes it too, but still has these love songs.
Should do a whole tour of bands with Against in their title and their name.
Yeah, they did.
I'm trying to think of more.
There's not.
Are there more?
It was that tour, and that was like right when Against Me was on Fat. And I think Rise Against was also on Fat. This is basically like, that was a Fat Records tour. Yeah. And we were just on it because we knew Anti-Flag. And we were only on like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's different.
Versus like, the We Are the Union tour, it was just like 4 shows.
Oh, okay.
So like, it's not like when we went on tour with Suicide Machines where it was 2-3 months and we were like, we're tight.
Right.
So tight that one of our members thinks that he's going to take over when I die of this podcast. I'm talking about
funny.
you, Rich. Also, Rich thinks that he's the 3rd member of this podcast.
Yeah,
because we talk about him.
Sits on the side.
Yeah,
and not talks. I was just thinking when we were talking about.
Cool.
I was saying about like Against bands or whatever.
Yeah.
But Anti-Flag, I think, is part of this.
You call him anti.
Well, no. So in the
not anti.
Yeah, isn't it?
I call him Anti-Flag.
Anti-Flag.
But you call him Anti-Flag. And a lot of people in Canada also call him Anti-Flag.
I don't know. I think I go back and forth. Anyway, in the Short Music for Short People compilation,
yes,
I'm pretty sure, because I have lost the booklet and the case for this, but I have this CD. I'm pretty sure in the booklet, it's anti/anti-flag, Black Flag, White Flag,
totally.
And then there's a 4th one that I can't remember. I think it's 4 are all on the same page, and they're in order then on this CD, which is funny.
Okay, now we're gonna
find the Short Music for Short People compilation.
Short Music for Short People, and I know
it's 101 tracks, I believe.
It is 101
and it's
tracks.
Funny because the last CD players like don't do that.
Yeah,
so the last track is actually just 1 track with 3 tunes on it or whatever. Like 99, 100, 101. And for those that don't know, this was a Fat Records compilation of 101 songs that are less than 30 seconds.
I think less than a minute.
Is it okay? I can't remember.
I can't find it.
I think a lot of them are less than 30 seconds, or right around. Sarah Fisher's on there.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is Ketchup Soup, which I think is by Teen Idols. I don't know. It's just kind of cool. There's a whole bunch that are on there. But yeah, anyway, that just reminded me of like, I can't remember who the 4th Flag band would have been. Maybe it is only those 3.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So We Are the Union.
We Are the Union.
Your friends.
My favorite band of the moment.
Yes.
Oh, they sold out. So this record that came out a couple weeks ago, they sold out of 3 pressings. So I think that's like 2,000 records, which like as far as, top 40 goes, whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as like in our world, my world, like that's a lot. Like that's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of them for that. And I think it's amazing because they don't really play a lot. And it makes me super jealous because my band doesn't do anything. Maybe we'll get back to it. Like a lot of new records came out. I mean, it was Record Store Day yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't go.
So
I usually go. I didn't. I was lack of sleep.
Anti-Flag put out like their record that they put out last year. Put out a new version of it on transparent red vinyl. The Bad Time Records, which is a ska punk record label, they put out. Well, they did pre-order for a split with Kill Lincoln and Less Than Jake, and it sold out of the first pressing. Like it came out yesterday, and it's already sold out of the first pressing.
Yeah.
Crap, I can't think of the guy's name. The Homeless Gospel Choir. They put out a live record. And there's like a couple vinyl, like 300 vinyl that came with hot sauce.
Okay.
That he made. Like he didn't make it himself, but he made it with his friend. So Homeless Gospel Choir is Derek Zanetti, and then now it's like a real band.
Okay.
Which I believe, where did you go see the In the Heights at?
The Midtown Cinema.
Yeah, I believe that one of the members of that works there.
Oh.
And was the manager.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cool.
I met him once. But really cool guy. So anyways, this song is called Morbid Obsessions. Now this whole record is about Reed transitioning, coming out as a woman. So Reed, I'm trying to like put my thoughts in order. One, I asked her about like, I'm gonna have this song. She's like, that's cool. I'm like, anything that you want to tell me about it? No, not really. I'm just like, God damn it. But I didn't want to like do an interview over Messenger in or Instagram Messenger. So I didn't get anything.
Okay.
I also asked another member. Next would be there, but there is on Spotify. There's a playlist of it's like an interview and it's a song, and then it's
they do that sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. So this album, there's that weird. Well, I don't want to say weird interview, and then you can. So it's like this song's about this, and so you can go to Spotify and look for this, and it's there. It's really cool, and I guess that. I understand the song based on that, but also there's a video, and the video is really cool as well. Yeah. Their videos are great. So there's a video for this where Reed also made a stylistic change to the way that she dresses and hair as well. So you know how like certain people, like you know what they look like because of like what they wear? As well, like not like you or me, but like
people that have like a particular look. You mean, or
like musicians.
Okay.
Like, oh, that person wears that all the time. So if you've seen Anti-Flag, Pat, the drummer, leather jacket, probably not real leather, and a scarf.
Okay.
That's what he wears all the time. Oh, and motorcycle boots.
Gotcha.
All the time. That's his outfit.
Yeah.
He has an outfit that. You see a picture of him. He's wearing
that's Wolfpack similar. We talked about them before, but
but Wolfpack, it's when they're on stage.
Sure.
Pat is Pat.
Okay.
All the time.
Sure. Okay.
Right. So Reed had one look, and now has a different look. So in the video, they're like crossing the street, and she stands there in look number one that I would say is past look. And then gets hit by a car. And the whole metaphor, and in the interview thing on Spotify, it kind of explains that the idea of it was from the director, who is not trans, but it's like, hey, I don't know if this is like the right thing to do, but doing is the metaphor of zombies being trans people. So that whole idea is built in this. So Reed dies. Reed is reborn as a zombie, putting on new clothes, hence then new style, but in zombie makeup, which is really cool as well. she said she always wanted to be in a zombie. The one text that I'm like, this is really good. I like love this one. And then there's Boys Will Be Girls is the other song that like the video is great. Mm-hmm. But it's like it's her and two other people. I forget exactly who she said were kind of like the brain trust of the band. But came up and the idea is like trying to go to a bar, and then like all these zombies are like putting up their hoods. So another member of the band is Jer, who is Ska 2 Network, or who does Ska 2 Network. So Ska 2 Network is a YouTube channel that does cover songs, but in a ska way. Or actually, they've also done ska songs in every other genre. Mm-hmm. And there's one that's like then did a what's the marching band? Something MI or DCI?
DCI.
Yeah.
Drum Corps International.
Yeah. Did a drum corps version of like, it was like the ska song, and then it would be like, like reggae version, pop punk version, and then it was like DCI version.
That's awesome.
Because Jer, they were in DCI. I forget which
Oh, that's cool.
Corps they were in. I think it was the Blue Coats.
Okay.
I don't know. I know it was like, it's a big name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one of the big ones.
So they are a big creative force as far as horns go. There's also a really amazing trombone solo. At least I think it's amazing. Yeah. But I'm not a trombone player, so I would ask good. Curtis.
Yeah.
Like, is this good? I played it for him like last week. Mm-hmm. So anyways, this is Morbid Obsessions, which is kind of like transitioning from like this is her in high school, this is her 20s, and then this is her now kind of.
Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. She was a mess.
So this is
She was a mess at 17.
talking about being 17. And all the her is talking about Reed. But like, ooh, I love this. The and then there's right here that they said, son, you better settle down. It's I like that lyrical quality to it where she's talking about herself. She.
Somebody else
is like, you're a boy.
Right.
You need to stop wearing dresses. Mm-hmm. Stop being weird.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm going to be myself.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if Jer played all of the horn parts, but definitely the trombone.
If I get one life, gonna do what I want.
And I don't know who plays keys as well. But when I get the record in September,
In come the drugs and the booze, razors, wrists, and self-abuse. Trapped like a rat, got nothing left to lose. She wanted a dress like all the other girls, a head full of curls that said, son, you can't always.
There's the song again, yeah.
another one of the is Sun.
It's cool. Can you pause just a second too? Like,
Yes.
I like. There's lots of things I like about this. I like that it starts with like what I guess is like the chorus, pre-chorusy kind of thing, and then like goes into the verses and stuff. So like kind of throws the. I don't know if that's on purpose. Like
Probably.
throwing the
Reed
typical thing out the window and doing something different.
Reed is in my opinion, a very good songwriter and knows how to write songs and knows what to, I'll say, steal from. Because some of the ideas were stolen in good ways from
All the best composers steal.
Yeah. And this is also in an interview. I'm just quoting. It's not a long interview, or at least about this song. Was stolen from. She's the interrupter. She's kerosene.
Okay.
So like the 4 on the floor, is the main driving force behind this. I'm just stealing Reed's words because these are exactly what she said.
Yeah. But I like that. But I also with this song too, like obviously it's specific to her and her journey and whatever. But also like with a lot of stuff like this, like you can take it very literal, or it can be more broad about just like be who you want, do what you want to do. And it's cool. Like we're all different. We're all, you know.
The main idea is what is the lyric? If I have one life, I'm going to do what I want.
Yes. Yeah.
That is the main idea of this song. And it's like, that's
be who you are, do what you want. Like,
yep.
You know, don't be a dick. Probably add that in there too.
Don't be a dick. Yeah. That's the next song that I'm going to write.
Let go of these morbid obsessions. Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want.
Trombone.
Slow down to halftime feel.
Yeah.
What are the lyrics here?
Don't know. I don't know. But I think that Reed mixed it as well.
Okay.
I don't know anything about the production of this, but I will when I get the record in September. And I say September because that's when the third pressing that I bought comes out.
I just want to see if I can pull up the lyrics real quick. I was just curious what they were over that bridge section.
All right, I'll play it more. Which is the last chorus.
Every thought feels like a confession. She said, if I get one life, gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. If I get one life, I'm gonna do what I want.
Bass kick, snare, bass, snare, bass. I love that beat as well.
Yeah, I dig it.
And even though it could, like, it's called Morbid Obsessions, it's, you know, there are some real morbid thoughts within there. But it's a happy, musically it's happy. So it's that dichotomy, just like Today from Smashing Pumpkins. Like, that song's about suicide, but it's like, today is the greatest day.
Right.
It's like,
I wonder too if like the morbid obsession thing comes from like other people's perspective. Like they're so obsessed with what Reed or whoever used to be, and that's dead to them. Do you know what I mean? Like they're obsessed with this thing that's essentially dead. You know? Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Could be
reading into the lyrical content.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. There's cool stuff. Like even at the end, like that you were saying about that beat that changed. Like that could have been a thing. That other little thing at the end. I like sometimes when bands do that, and they'll like have these like little sections that only last like a couple measures or whatever, and you're like, oh, that could be something else.
Yep. I think the drums on this are the whole record. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to go listen to more of them.
It's a great, great album. And like, I didn't know about them before we toured with them. And like,
how long have they been around, roughly?
I don't know the history of this band. I need to talk to Reed about it.
Just gonna Google it real quick.
Because I
couldn't find those lyrics, by the way.
Yeah. I think they started in mid 2000s, put out a couple records, broke up, and then came back.
So it's 2005.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia. So
broke up at some point. And I mean, I don't know who. I know it's Reed's band. Because Jer came in later. The drummer came in later. But I don't know who like the original members are, because like Wikipedia doesn't say, and like I can't find anything.
My very quick Wikipedia-ing is 2005, and then in 2013 they broke up.
Yeah, and
or
then
indefinite hiatus.
and then they came back.
2018.
So the record that they put out when we toured with them, first off, it was like a Kickstarter thing.
Mm-hmm. It says Jared joined in 2015.
I think that's when they came back, is right then. And then it was either... No, it had to have been 2018. Or it's either March of 2019 or winter of 2018 is when we toured.
Okay.
So much has happened in life that I can't remember things. I'm getting old. My memory is faded.
Heard.
All right, so
Cool.
Pause for station identification.
Bing bong boing.
You should just do the bing bong thing.
Bing bong bing bong. I don't remember how that song
I don't
goes.
either.
Welcome back from that wonderful
Bing bong bing.
pause. Bong bing bang.
Which really doesn't sound like a pause at all, because it just goes. It
True.
went bing bong bing, and then it's like that
We're
was
back.
a pause because we don't have sponsors.
Yeah. So, my tune?
Your tune.
Cool. This tune is called That's So Gay, and it's by Pansy Division.
So I heard of them. I don't know if I heard them because of you or because of somebody else,
Okay.
but I heard a song by them, and then I'm like, ooh, I need to look that up.
By
That's
Pansy
hilarious.
Division?
Yeah, by Pansy Division.
Yeah, they're
and
great.
It is the one, I think it was called Cocksucker Club.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why are they called Pansy Division?
the lead singer, John Ginoli, I think it's hard G or Ginoli, is gay and very proud of it, as he should be. But he was like a Midwestern kid and started this band. Actually, he was in like another band called The Outnumbered, which was actually fairly popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then like struck off and did his own thing and called it Pansy Division.
Okay, is that a
It's a play on words.
a play on?
Do you know what it is? Did you look it up?
What? No, I didn't.
But it sounds like something, doesn't it?
What's the Joy Division?
No.
That's what I.
Oh, no.
That's where I get from. It's like Joy Division.
The German tank, the Panzer, there was a Panzer division of like the Nazi army. So it's the Pansy Division. So it's like a play on that. So it's taking down Nazis too, which is great. Any chance you get, take them down. So speaking of San Francisco,
yes, because this band is from
Pansy
here.
Division got their start in San Francisco, more or less. John Ginoli, I think it's Ginoli, is from like Chicago suburbs and stuff, and like went to school out there, and then moved to San Francisco. I read his memoirs, autobiography, whatever you want to call it. It's basically like the history of Pansy Division, pretty much. Like it gives his history too, but it's like the story of the band. It's called Deflowered, and it's a really good book, and it gives like a lot of detailed stuff on tours. Like I think he had like diaries and journals and stuff that he wrote while he was on the road and stuff. So yeah, so they got started in San Francisco in like 91, and the band is basically him. And it's still, I think it's still in existence to some extent, but he's been the only steady member the whole time. Like there's been people that have come and gone, and there's one guy that was in it for a while, but for the most part it was like pretty much him. So, and he originally wanted it to be, I think, like an all gay member band, but that was hard to do because a lot of people either weren't out or weren't comfortable with that, or whatever, or so eventually just found people that were cool with it and stuff, just being in a band with that sort of like bent on lyrics and different things and stuff. So yeah, but the song That's So Gay is from, what did we decide? It's from like essentially like a compilation album of like B-sides and rarities and stuff.
I don't really know.
I think because we were looking it up before.
Yeah, it was hard to find.
Yeah,
it said it was a compilation.
But I think it's like all different like B-sides and rarities and singles and different stuff. So yeah, and it's basically about like taking that phrase, like when people would call something gay or whatever, and being like, you shouldn't say that because that's offensive and rude and ignorant, and like turning it back on people. So shall we hear it?
Yes.
Cool.
And it's totally like early punk rock.
Yeah. Well, I think like,
I'm not stupid, you know.
hang on,
What do you take me for? Hetero?
I like that line.
I like that line too. And also the other side, the next
Yeah.
verse of it.
Is that clear?
Okay, can you pause for a second? I feel like we can't talk over the lyrics because they're all
No, they're so meaningful.
important to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
it's like I can visually see this conversation happening.
yeah, totally. So I found out about this group so they used to be on Lookout Records, which was a pretty big punk indie, whatever you want to call it, like label.
Green Day was on.
Green Day was on it, like very originally. They went. I don't know what all happened with that. Basically, I think they like defrauded a bunch of the bands.
That's always great when that happens.
Like something went. I'm not really sure exactly the whole thing, but I think that's kind of what happened. Is they couldn't or wouldn't pay bands and stuff and whatever. But yeah, Green Day started on that label, a bunch of other bands. But they had a series of compilations in the late 90s, early 2000s that they would put out. And I used to get a lot of music that way, is go to whatever, I don't want to say record store, but go to the music store, go to the punk rock section if they had one, and then buy like a bunch of compilations, because I would always just find new bands and stuff that I'd never heard of. That's where I found these guys. I actually remember being in Burlington, Vermont, or technically I think Winooski, Vermont, which is right outside of Burlington, which is where my sister used to live. And I like walked to this cool, dingy music store in like the basement of this building, and they had a punk rock section. I remember getting one of these compilations. So that's my story about that.
And that was the rest of the story. Guitar solo, which is just like
industrial noises and things.
Oh no! So that's playing above, either behind the nut or behind the bridge. Okay. So it's the strings that aren't between the nut and the bridge, like the string that you normally play. It's behind that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. If it's on a normal guitar, it's probably behind the nut. If it's on something like a Jag offset, it's probably behind the bridge.
Okay.
It's just those tight strings.
Gotcha. Sounds cool. Yeah, it definitely has like that almost more metal and punk kind of meat vibe to it a little bit.
Yeah, but like nothing's like super like this solo here. Yeah. It's like mostly open string and then just like pressing on one note, which is like, it's awesome.
I heard what you said.
This is my second favorite part.
What do you take me for? Breeder.
Calling people breeders.
Yeah, because it's the first verse again.
Oh yeah,
and you think he's just going to repeat the "What do you take me for?" hetero.
Yeah. But my wife's best friend Matt uses that term breeder.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a lot because he probably doesn't. Yeah. But he's the guy that I attribute that to. It's like breeders. It's like, it's great.
The next time you say it, make sure I can't hear, because you're pissing me off and you're not even queer. What do you say? He said that's okay. What do you say? He said that's okay, and if you say it again, there'll be hell to pay. I'll show you what it's like to be gay. What do you say? That's so gay. Guess what? That's not okay. And if you say it again, there'll be hell to pay. I can make you feel what it's like to be gay.
Yeah.
Rock. Oh, sorry, it's going on
because of the next one. That's funny. Yeah, so I like them a lot. They've got like legit love songs. They've got funny songs, and
I want to play something, and I just want to understand this because I don't think it's what I think it is, but it could be. It's not. Never mind.
Okay.
It like the title is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but then when you look at the lyrics, it's like he's in his PJs giving BJs to the DJs
nice.
who play what he likes. It's great.
Yeah.
And then there is like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, popular in every bar, new in town, getting around, Twinkie.
Yeah.
Little.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't read. It says it's Twinkie Twinkie.
There you go.
My bad.
Yeah. Now you get the
lyrical
reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really recommend. I mean, I like them in general, but I like his memoir was really good too. Especially if you want to learn a lot about like being a band on the road, what that can be like in the '90s and stuff, especially and especially being a gay band. Like they ran into a lot of problems in the Midwest and the South and stuff.
I mean,
they did get their kind of big-ish break by touring with Green Day, which was cool. Like right, kind of as Green Day was breaking. Again, the San Francisco thing and also the Lookout connection, I think, helped. But
are they still a band?
I think technically, it's like I said, it's more or less just been him, and then kind of whoever he can put together. I think the memoir came out maybe 5 or 6 years ago, so I don't know like in the intervening time, but I feel like they still would be.
It still says that they are.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're on Alternative Tentacles.
Yes. Or they were at least for a while.
2009 release, blah, blah, a live DVD. That's like the last thing that like there's actually.
Yeah, I think it's more like they'll get together, especially for like they've done some different like Pride festivals and different things. They'll do things like that, and even like it's funny. It's interesting, not funny, or I guess more interesting to hear him talk about like some of the types of things they would do back in like San Francisco and other places, like sort of before Pride was like an official.
Ooh, I got a question because I don't know.
There were different festivals and stuff that they
Pride would as in I'm proud, or Pride as in a Pride of Lions?
No, like as in like Pride Month. And...
No, I understand what that, but like the term Pride, are they borrowing it from?
Oh, I
like
believe it's to be proud.
Okay,
but the other one works too.
Okay,
I don't know. I'm speaking
because a lot of them was like find your pride. Like
I see the hashtag or whatever that's out there.
Well, because I don't even know. Like, there was a meme of
this is two straight white guys talking all about all that stuff. By the way,
yeah.
So sorry if we get things wrong.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is this month every corporation is like, "Ooh, we're gonna turn our logo rainbow."
Right.
And it's like, yeah, but you donate money to anti-gay politicians, so fuck off.
Yeah. Nazi punks.
But can't go there anymore. Aging, fresh fruit for aging punk rockers. Yeah. There was a meme, and it was like all of the logos from all these horrible sci-fi corporations.
Oh yeah,
like Rainbow,
Teledyne, and
it doesn't matter. It was all
Skynet,
of them, and they Skynet,
yep.
And then they all became just like turn their logo rainbow, and it's like, oh, that's all I have to do. It's like no,
that's not.
I want to see Chick-fil-A do it. See what happens.
They won't.
I know they won't, but it would be funny if they did, and then just be like, how pissed would people get if they did it? Don't go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a little bit of us trying to celebrate our some of our bands that we really like in the LGBTQ. I'm just going to shorten it to that community. Yeah.
Love you guys.
Why are you silent all of a sudden? Jesus.
Anyways.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Cool. Take care.
Oh, where can we we got to sell ourselves.
At Two Tunes Podcast on Instagram, twotunespodcast@gmail.com on the email, on Facebook, Two Tunes Podcast.
And then in the Discord. Got to sell the Discord. You could talk to me and Christian.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Cool. Is Rich not on the Discord?
No.
Oh man,
Rich just likes listening to the podcast.
As the third member, you're really letting us down.
Yeah, man. He comments to me, and it's like, you're an idiot. Pretty much is what he tells me all the time. It's like, why are you being dumb? That's not right. All right, we'll see you later.
Word. Bye.